Hello everyone, welcome to a new video of your Polyglot Academy in this new series where we're going to attempt learning German as fast as possible. Today it's lesson 19 and we're going to introduce the German cases. So today it's going to be a very important lesson for the German grammar. So let's dive right into it. We're going to start this lesson with two example sentences. So here you can see the sentences: the dog eats some cheese and my mother washes the dog. And these two sentences are very important if we analyze them grammatically. In the first sentence, we can see, for example, that the dog is the subject of the sentence because the dog is performing the action of eating some cheese. Eats is, of course, the verb of the sentence, and some cheese is the object of the sentence because in order to know what the object of a sentence is, we always ask the question, what is, in this case, what is the dog eating? And we know that the dog is eating some cheese. Because of that, some cheese is going to be the object of the sentence. If we analyze the second sentence, then analogically, we can see that my mother is the subject because my mother is performing the action of washing the dog. Washes is the verb, and the dog is the object because it's the dog who is being washed by the mother. So this is very important. And in these two examples, we can see how we used the words the dog twice, but they have a different function in the two sentences. In the first sentence, the dog is the subject of the sentence, and in the second sentence, it's the object. And in English, it really doesn't make a big difference whether the function of a specific noun is going to be different between two sentences, as the usage is always going to be the same. However, in German, there is a little problem. Here you can see two translations of the sentences we already had. So, der Hund isst etwas Käse, which means der dog eats some cheese, and meine Mutter wäscht den Hund, which means my mother washes the dog. And here you can see directly the small change I mentioned earlier before. Der Hund is the dog in the first sentence, but in the second sentence, we're going to have a small change. It's going to be den Hund. And this is all because of the fact that even though we're always talking about the dog, in the first sentence, the dog is the subject of the sentence. So it's going to be der Hund. But in the second sentence, because it's the object, it's going to be declined. So because it has a different function, it's going to be den Hund. And this is a very important realization in the German grammar because in German, articles, nouns, adjectives, and pronouns are always declined. Therefore, their endings change depending on their function in the sentence. And these are what we call the German grammatical cases. Depending on the function of the sentence, we're going to have to decline it. And here you can see the four German cases. These are the four possibilities we have in the German grammar. So it's either nominative, accusative, dative, or genitive. So if we have a look at the nominative, then it's basically that particle which we always talked about. It's the subject of the sentence. And for example, if we have the sentence, der Junge isst etwas, der Junge is the subject. And as we always talked about very little sentences, we mostly had the nominative case in German. However, today we're going to talk about the accusative case, which is the object of the sentence. So it basically means that if a noun in the sentence is going to be the object, then we're going to decline it for the accusative case. So this is very important to know. And the accusative case, which is called Akkusativ in German, is the one that is used to convey the direct object of the sentence. So the person or thing being affected by the action carried out by the subject. And this is a very important realization because depending on the subject or depending on the function of the sentence, we're going to know whether to decline it for the accusative case or not. So you can see two sentences. Der Hund heißt Rocky, which means that the dog is named, or the dog is called Rocky, and Lukas sucht den Hund. Lukas is searching for his dog. Now, in this case, we know that der Hund is going to be the subject in the first sentence because it's the dog that is called Rocky. And because of that, it's nominative, so we do not have to decline it. But in the second sentence, however, Lucas is looking for something. For what is he looking for? He's looking for his dog. So because of that, it's going to be accusative, so den Hund. Here you can see some other examples. Der Hund heißt Rocky, die Katze heißt Luna, das Pferd heißt Jürgen und die Vögel heißen Anna und Bella, which means the dog is called Rocky, the cat is called Luna, the horse is called Jürgen, and the birds are called Anna and Bella. And in the second sentence we have ich suche den Hund, die Katze, das Pferd und die Vögel. And you can see how the animals, in this case der Hund, die Katze, das Pferd, and die Vögel, are the subjects in the first sentence, so they are all in nominative case. But in the second sentence we have ich suche den Hund, die Katze, das Pferd und die Vögel. And because I am looking for something, for what am I looking? I'm looking for the dog, for the cat, etc. Then we can see that Hund, Katze, Pferd, and Vögel are all declined for the accusative case. And here you can see something which is astonishing. We said that we needed to decline the articles, but we are not declining die Katze, we are not declining das Pferd, and we are not declining die Vögel. So this is very important. And here you can see a table with the declinations of the articles for the accusative case. Now, for example, if you would look at the articles, then for the nominative case, we always had der, die, das, die. But for the accusative case, we know that only the article der, so for masculine and singular nouns, that is the only article which is going to be declined. And this is a very important realization, because in order to form sentences for the accusative case, you just have to worry about this specific article. In the next lessons, we're also going to talk about the dative and the genitive case, but they are mostly for more advanced lessons. And the only exercise today is just that I would suggest you to learn the accusative declinations for articles and to try to do some exercises with them. It's not easy at first, but with habit, it's gonna come. And I hope you understood everything. If you have any questions, please leave down below a comment, and I wish you the best for the day. Have a nice time.